I've been down. I've been feeling really down. But regardless, nevertheless, we have to be back and back strong. Otherwise, hi guys, my name is Julius Wanjiro and welcome to Vast Thrill. Today, it's been long since I was here, and sometimes life is not smooth or it's not fair to say so. Sometimes life kicks you down, but we have to wake up, and we have to wake up and do what we need to be doing. Lately, I've been down. I've been feeling really down. But regardless, nevertheless, we have to be back and back strong. Otherwise, karibuni sana to this episode. And somebody was asking me, I know you said you found peace, and how do you help somebody to find or to be on that way of finding peace? And I guess I read a book called The Power of Now, and it was very interesting. And there was a saying that said, there is no trouble in the presence. And I guess that is the basic of me being at peace. Whenever life takes me high or low, I am at peace. And the biggest question I actually ask, or rather whatever I reflect when some things are going wrong, is why am I worrying, or why am I worried, or what is it that is not working right now? Because most of the times we find ourselves we are worried about something that is past, or we are anxious about the future. So there is no time somebody is worried about something that is happening now, because I guess as I said, now there will be no trouble now in the presence. There will never be trouble in the presence. So when you're low, when you're down, even when you're high spirited, just remember there is no trouble right now. We are always worried about the past or the future. If you think about right now, you'll be at peace. You'll be at peace where you are, whatever you're going through. Otherwise, as young entrepreneurs, karibuni sana. We talk about entrepreneurship, and from my perspective, from my failed attempts when it comes to business, that's what we're discussing. And there's this time I remember I was talking about failure, because I could see it, and I actually made a TikTok video about failure. What is so frustrating about failure? Because I could anticipate it from afar. The most frustrating thing about failure is that feeling that we are almost there, that we are almost winning, that we are almost making it, and then life change, and we are back to zero. And that is when we don't know where to go, where to start again, or how to go. And that is the most frustrating part. But and it was about it is the failure is intimidating because we are feeling like we were winning, and that is the most depressing part, because one moment you're winning or your mind is set to a win, and then the next minute you are down, you are crushed. That is the most frustrating part, because you are high here and then now suddenly something just brings you down. And I remember some things we are the ones who, or some failures, we are the ones who anticipate them, or we are the ones who bring them to ourselves. Because I remember like that time when I was doing business, I was so kind to people. I was so cool to people. I was so loving to people. Like human beings, you're just a human. So I believe I should treat you like a human. So I went out of my way to be the nice person, because people, even strangers can see you have a good heart. But then I remembered sometimes in business and in entrepreneurship, or even in life generally, there are sometimes you need to go crazy. There are sometimes you need to go crazy about your things and how they are done and how you do things. Because yes, I remember I was even being blackmailed by my employees, because they see like or they see like you're helpless, like they are everything. And I was too cool on that. I was so kind to people who are bringing me down in my business, even in my life. And I will tell you for free, if you want to be a strong entrepreneur, I don't mean don't be a human, don't treat people as a human, but if you need to succeed, sometimes it calls for you to be crazy. Don't be blackmailed, not by your employee, not by your partners. Sometimes you need to stand on your ground. And that's a big lesson to young entrepreneurs, especially for the kind-hearted people who wouldn't want to look bad in the society, or they are nice to everyone. Sometimes you need to keep the nice heart candle for you to survive. Sometimes it calls for you being crazy for you to survive. And young entrepreneurs, feel encouraged and feel strong, because it is not everybody who has started something that you've started. It is not everyone who is doing what you're doing. Even if they are doing, there are others who are strong. There are others who came from better families. Everybody has their own, especially for those who are starting from zero. I know we've gone through hard times, we've gone through hardship until you wouldn't want to hurt anybody, but sometimes it calls for you to be crazy enough to stand on your dream. Not for your partners, not for your family, but for you. Go crazy for that. If it is people who are not working, or who are not working according to your dream, and this applies even in life, in general life. This applies in all aspects of life, not only for entrepreneurs or for business people, but this it is only that I am speaking from a young entrepreneur perspective of I fail because of sometimes being too nice to people who are killing my dream, who are blackmailing me because of the dream, because of where I am. So for those who've started, those those kind-hearted people, sometimes keep keep the nice heart and keep that human touch kando, and be you and stand and fight for you. Even when it comes to getting clients, sometimes you have to be crazy. Sometimes you have to go to heights that you've never gone. Sometimes you have to try things that you've never tried. You cannot just stand there and see things go wrong and you're just nice to people. You just let them go, let them eat, let them do whatever they want to do, and you just cool there. I feel like that was a very big lesson when it comes to a failed business and whatever. Even if I was to start another business, that is something I would be very careful when it comes to dealing with people. Put people or get people who are aligned to your dream, and if they have to grow, let them go. If they don't perform, let them go. Let nobody blackmail you on your life, on your dream. Let nobody blackmail you. And you need to stand strong on that. Otherwise, it will be a very tough, and you won't succeed if everything, you'll just watch things go. Even in the Bible, at some point, David went crazy for him to survive. If I'm not wrong, I cannot remember the verse well, but David went crazy for him to survive. When he went to a far land, when he escaped to a far land, he had to pretend to be crazy for him to survive from his enemies. He actually hid in his enemy's camp. So you can imagine. Anyway, that's a very huge topic, especially when it comes to people who will help you. It is your enemies. Sometimes you will stand with your enemies. Sometimes you have to run to your enemies who are fighting you for you to survive. But that's another perspective of even on the Bible and what it teaches us. But sometimes you have to go crazy for you to survive, and never feel sorry for that. So if right now you need to fire whoever is not aligning to your dream or who has outgrown, let them go. Bless them and let them go for you to win or for you to go where you're targeting to. Otherwise, feel encouraged, feel strong, tuko pamoja as we start. Even as you start new ventures, feel encouraged. For me, I'm still working on business models. If you have your posters for your businesses, please holler at me. That's a skill I'm learning. Also for YouTube videos, if you want thumbnails, such kind of things, holler at me. That's a business. I will also share, I guess we'll come here and share how we can do marketing even at our local basis when it comes to new ideas, because you need to, for you to survive, you need to go out there and let people be, let your business be known, or let your skill be known, whatever you're selling. So that will be on another episode or on another challenge, because that's a challenge actually. So for the poster making, for the video editing, holler at me. We give it a challenge and we see how things will work for us as young entrepreneurs. So otherwise, keep going, keep strong, go crazy sometimes, and you will win, and we will win this fight. Thank you for listening, and thank you for watching. Cheers.